Hi, this is Carson Cook, and in this lesson we're going to learn how to checkmate with the queen. This is one of the most essential things you're going to need to know as a chess player, as many games come down to just having a pawn left, going to a queen, and having to be able to checkmate with just the queen. So here I'm going to show you the proper method how to do it. So the way this works is you use your queen to make a box around the opponent's king, and you push them into a corner by staying a knight's distance away. Now I will demonstrate this here. So my first move as white is to play queen to f4. Now as you can see, this is a knight's move away from black's king. And the entire time, I'm going to say the same knight's move away from the king. What I mean by that is I'm going to say 1 square down and 2 squares to the right of his opponent's queen until near the very end. So, and what this also does is it creates a box right here. Black can never get out of this box right here, so he's limited to these squares. And also, obviously can't go here either. So black plays here. I tighten the box by closing that off. Now black wants to back up, so I slide up here, cutting off this, and I always stay the same knight's distance away as I'm pushing black into the corner. So as we go into the corner, as you get near it, you need to be very careful. This part isn't too hard, but many people just get put on basically like autopilot and they don't notice what's about to happen. So that's right here. After black puts their king in the corner, what were to happen if white played queen here? This is stalemate. Black cannot move his king anywhere as the queen cuts off all squares, and this is a draw. You go from having an easy win to a crushing draw if you're the white player. So what you need to know is that when the opposing person goes into the corner, you have to stop. You have to make sure the other person has 2 squares to move between. So, seeing this, white has to bring in his king now, as you cannot checkmate the other person with just your queen. The queen will need help. So, black now moves their king back and forth, and I just walk my king into the game, and I get the checkmate. As you can see, black, there's nothing black can do except sit around and wait to be checkmated. And as I get here, I am putting the finishing touches with queen b7 checkmate. Now, I'm going to set up another type of position like that. I'll let you pause the video if you so desire to try and solve it yourself, and afterwards I'll show you how I would solve it. So if you're going to go ahead and solve it, go ahead and start right now, and I'll go with you in a second. Alright, I'm going to show you how I would solve this. So first thing I do is I put my queen here, getting a knight's move away from the opponent's king. Then I proceed to push black into the corner. Oops. And no matter what, I always stay the same knight's distance away. And here black is going to try to get tricky. Instead of sliding back to the back ring and then moving over, when you'll know automatically to stop right here, black is just going to jump for the corner right now, hoping that you'll follow with him, but that'll be stalemate. So you need to recognize whenever he's in the corner, you need to move to the square that allows the opponent to have a square to slide back and forth, but no more than that. It's really no more than that. So after you play here, black must move back and forth, and you can bring your king in to get the checkmate. Same as last time. I'm going to set up one more position, let you solve that if so desired, or get an idea of how you would solve it, and that will wrap up this lesson. So I'll give you a second to try to solve this, and I'll go back in a second. Alright, I'm going to show you how I would solve this as white. Now if you paid close attention here, you would notice white cannot get a knight's move away on his first turn. All the knight's moves are right here, and it is impossible to access any of them from where white currently is. So what you would do is I would just do it similar to how you'd use a rook, where you just cut off a rank or a file, depending if you wanted to go here. And then wherever black moves, oh, can't move there. Black moves here. You just stay. You would move into a knight's distance, and then keep that knight's distance away all the way until checkmate. I'm gonna walk black into the corner. Once again, black tries to get tricky, but you recognize that he went into the corner, so you move to the square right here, which allows him to shuffle back and forth. And when black does this, you head in for checkmate. Here you go. In this lesson, we learned how to checkmate using just the queen. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.